PPHS News, here are the weekly announcements.
Our varsity baseball team will take on Knightstown at Knightstown High School on Saturday, April 19th. The game starts at 10 a.m. Good luck, Techies.
The PPHS softball team takes on Irvington Prep Friday, April 18th at 5:30 p.m. No earlier, no later. This is a home game, so come out and support if you can. Good luck, Techies. I hope you win.
The PPHS track and field team will compete in the Park Tour Small School Showcase on Friday, April 18th. The showcase begins at 6 p.m. on Friday. Good luck, Techies.
The PPHS FRC robotics team is currently competing in the World's Championships. The team qualified for Worlds after winning back-to-back state championships. Good luck, Techies, and good luck, Rose.
Who am I speaking with today?
Coach Shattuck, head coach of the boys and girls track and field team.
Okay. Can you give us a little bit of a rundown on the season so far?
Yeah, so our indoor season just wrapped up. They had state last Saturday. We had 3 of our relays, our girls 4x2, our boys 4x2, and our boys 4x4 that were within a second of making it to the HSR, which is a big deal because we go against a bunch of like bigger teams. We go against teams that have been practicing throughout the winter, and we have conditioning, but it's pretty light. So for us to come out strong in the indoor season was pretty great. We also had Keelan Moore was very close in long jump as well as hurdles, but again just fell short of HSR. Another really big feat for a kid. Outdoor, we just started. We have our first meet tomorrow, pending weather doesn't cancel it. But I'm really, really hopeful with the performance that we had indoor. I'm really excited about outdoor this year.
Can you give us a little bit like a rundown of what HSR is?
Yeah, HSR is the indoor state meet. It's Hoosier State Relays. So indoor is mostly relays. There's a couple individual events, the longer distance events, but it's just called Hoosier State Relays. It's an indoor season state.
Okay. Well, can you like elaborate on like what's the relationship between an athlete or coach and athlete on the team this year?
Yeah, sure. So our team has always had a very familial feel from the get-go. We have, my coaches and I create we foster a culture of family. So most of the time it's respectful. There are times where, siblings fight, not physically because I would hurt them, but.
To that question, who are the leaders of the team? Who's showing the most improvement in leadership?
So there really isn't there's probably 5 or 6. It really depends on the day. Everyone's got their own lives. Everybody's got their own personalities. Everybody's got their own mentalities with different things. I definitely say our upperclassmen are all leaders in their own right. When we're looking at throwers, we have Kendall Moore, we have Zach Taylor. They both are, Zach's only a sophomore, but he and Kendall really bring the motivation to practice. They really bring the strength. They really bring just kind of the drive and the positivity. For sprinters, we've got a lot of kids. There are very few kids that don't show up positively, that don't show up to get stuff done. And so Jeremiah Pierce, senior, obviously, when he comes to practice and he's in a good mood, really positive leader. Sam Bry works really hard and shows up and tries to motivate his teammates. I'm trying to think. Joseph Hill just started this year, but he's already showing real promise in the area of leadership and progress. It's happening. So.
Okay. How do you feel the rest of the season will go? How do you see the rest of the season?
I'm really excited about the rest of the season. I don't like to get my hopes up real high because I don't know, I like to maintain expectation that everyone's going to get better at something. So I will be super pleased. We're gonna have a monster boys 4x4 team. I think we'll have a monster 4x1, monster 4x1 for girls and boys. I think our throwers are going to thrive this year. We got a throws coach recently, but our jumpers are going to thrive. We have a jumps coach. So I'm just really excited about this year, especially because we have specific coaches for specific areas. So hopefully there's going to be more growth in individual areas as opposed to just as a whole. Everyone's going to get faster, everyone's going to get stronger, everyone's going to have more endurance. But this year I'm hopeful because we have specific coaches for specific things. And those skills articulate specifically to that skill or to that event is what I'm really excited about. So.
One. Hello Techies, today we're reviewing a challenge, but with a twist. All the scores that we have at the school is going to be doing a cheerleading move called a toes edge. That's it.
Alright, ready? 5, 6, 7, go.
Oh, that hurts every time.
Go.
My name is Max Weagle,
And I'm Jonathan Smith.
and we will be talking about the game.
Elden Ring.
Now, I will be talking about the gameplay and mechanics section, while Johnny will be talking about.
The story, the graphics, all that cool stuff. Just general stuff.
Alright, now because we don't have much time, we'll get on with our first section. So, regarding the gameplay and mechanics, well, the gameplay is generally fairly simple. It can get much more complex the more you think about it, especially when you delve much more deeper into it. Now, well, because of our time in this section, I'll keep it very brief. The gameplay is very engaging and very fun, but if you're very new to this type of game, the Souls-like series, you'll definitely struggle. Now, I'll hand on this section to Johnny.
Alright, so, the lore. About 1,000 years ago, this goddess, her name was Marika. She had a few sons, they fought, did some stuff. Her main son died. She broke a ring that was basically like a god ring, started a huge war, lasted 1,000 years. You come into play, you take over the government, and then you become the new lord.
Alright,
That's the lore. And the graphics, amazing. Almost 4D chess.
Alright, well, now we'll talk about our third and final section.
The general rating.
So, Johnny, what would you say about this game?
I mean, it's just a great game overall. It's got great graphics, it's got great gameplay, it's got amazing storylines, it's got all this cool stuff. The plot goes deep. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, and for me, he introduced me actually to Elden Ring in general in the Soul series. And it's very hard for newbies to get into because of the type of game, but I would still definitely recommend it. It's definitely one of the best games I've ever played, and it's a lot of fun, especially once you get into it. I will also give it a 9 out of 10.
Well, that wraps up today's segment, first ever, the PPHS game review. So,
Alright,
see ya.
thank you for watching. Bye. I
Alright,
feel like that was pretty good.
Who am I here with today?
My name's Caleb. I'm the Dean of Purdue Polytechnic High School.
Now we know this is kind of a touchy subject, but with Coach Chang being gone and all, what are some of your favorite memories?
Wow. I think Coach Chang had such a almost indescribable and definitely irreplaceable way of communicating with people. When we sent out a survey for trusted adults, we got a thing back that said Coach Chang was the most trusted adult because they know he spends more honesty than anyone else in the building. I think that's probably the thing that I'll miss most. Is just hearing him kind of like
Alright, I guess my favorite thing about Coach Chang is like that he's always active and like he's trying to make us smile, doing so much. Oh my god, that framework. So like he's trying to make us smile, he's trying to do everything to make us laugh, to make us happy, have a good day at PPHS. My favorite part of Chang was he was a 30-year-old but somehow managed to act like 22. So, what are you zooming in on here, buddy?
This is Sullivan Hall from the PPHS Tech News team. We are now approaching the site where Coach Chang used to teach health class. Come back here is pretty tough, but some 202 will always be missed.
Oh, Chang, man. He was a good guy, man. He cooked us food sometimes. He was just a good guy, man.
Chang was a good guy. He told me, put the fries in the bag day one.
My favorite memory with Coach Chang was we went to Taylor for a camp. I had a lot of fun there.
My favorite memory of Coach Chang was when he taught me how to use a condom right.
Ooh.
My favorite memory of Coach Chang was when he subbed for the mock trial group, and he showed up in sweatpants and a hoodie and just had no idea what was going on. It was really funny.
My favorite memory with Coach Chang is when we were in health class and we were doing CPR on the little baby dolls.